Good evening, welcome to the 7 o'clock English news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. First, the headlines. His Majesty the Sultan, the Supreme Commander, will preside after tomorrow Monday the military parade on the occasion of the 54th Glorious National Day. The Oman Investment Authority announced the completion of 5 national projects distributed across 4 governorates with an investment value of 322.7 million Omani riyals. And the total investment volume in Sohar Port and Free Zone exceeds 11.5 billion Omani riyals. Those are the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq, the Supreme Commander, will preside after tomorrow, Monday, 18th November 2024, over the military parade to be staged at Al Samud ground of the Sultan's Special Forces on the occasion of the 54th Glorious National Day. Symbolic units representing the Royal Army of Oman, RAO, the Royal Air Force of Oman, RAFO, the Royal Navy of Oman, RNO, the Royal Guard of Oman, RGO, the Sultan's Special Forces, SSF, the Royal Oman Police, ROP, the Royal Court Affairs, RCA, and the Joint Military Musical Bands will take part of the military parade. The parade will be attended alongside His Majesty the Sultan by members of the royal family, ministers, chairman of the State Council and Shura Council, advisors, commanders of the Sultan's Armed Forces, SAF, military and security services, head of the diplomatic corps of the Arab and foreign countries accredited to the Sultan of Oman, under secretaries, retired military commanders, judges, members of the Public Prosecution Department, ambassadors of the Foreign Ministry, wadis, sheikhs and dignitaries. It will also be attended by the military attachés of the Arab and foreign embassies in the Sultan of Oman, senior military officers, senior state officials, senior retired officers, commissioned and non-commissioned officers at SAF, RGO military and security services. The Oman Investment Authority announced the completion of 5 national projects that will be opened successfully, distributed across 4 governorates with an investment value of 322.7 million Omani riyals. These projects vary in the number of sectors to include the Manah Solar Power Plant Phase 1 and 2, the Central Market for Vegetables and Fruits, Salal Project, the Barca Desalination Plant Phase 5, the Fish Canning and Value-Added Complex Project in Dukhum, in addition to the implementation, operation and delivery of the sewage network in the Sahel Noot area Phase 1. It's worth noting that the 5 projects are part of the National Development Portfolio of the Oman Investment Authority, which manages local assets and companies. With the signing of the 10 contracts and the new investments amounting to the approximately 1.35 billion Omani riyals, Sohar Port and Free Zone is considered one of the fastest growing integrated industrial and logistics projects in the region. Here is a report on that.
Sohar Port and Free Zone continues to capitalize on its strategic location as one of the fastest growing integrated industrial and logistics projects in the region. By the end of the third quarter of this year, the percentage of leased land reached 57%, with the signing of 10 contracts and new investments amounting to approximately 1.35 billion Omani riyals, bringing the total investment volume to an amount exceeding 11.5 billion Omani riyals.
Valley chose Oman because of its strategic location. It is positioned in the center of the Europe, as well in the Asia and Africa, and it can serve as a connection between these continents. So this is why Valley chose this location, because of its central location and strategic location as well. It is very close to our customers in the region.
Sohar Port and Free Zone also hosts an integrated centre for logistics, petrochemicals and metals, currently serving 72% of import and export activities in the Sultanate of Oman. The port managed over 56 million tonnes of total handling volume by the end of the third quarter of this year.
One of the factors that took the decision to be here in Oman because of our existence close to our customers, where we can have a just-in-time product, as well as we have a depth of our berth which is equipped to receive value access and help us to do our distribution in the region, and as well to have a product that's really close to our customers here.
After 20 years of operation, Sohar Port and Free Zone contributes over 2% to the total GDP and provides around 36,000 direct and indirect employment opportunities, supporting the economic diversification goals of Oman Vision 2040.
The International Neurosurgery Conference, organized by the Khola Hospital in cooperation with the University Medical City, the Oman Medical Association and the Omani Neurosurgery Association, has kicked off with the participation of 250 doctors, paramedics and students of medical and health sciences colleges. The opening of the conference was held under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Saeed bin Harb al-Lamki, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Health for Health Affairs. Still to come, our news bulletin. Sustainability Week is an initiative held at the University of Technology and Applied Sciences, Muscat, that brought students together to take meaningful steps towards a greener Oman. Development, investment, economic and social projects continue in the governorates of Musandam towards achieving comprehensive and integrated development that meets the population growth and citizens' aspirations. Nama Electricity Distribution Company announced the completion of a group of vital projects worth more than 1 million Omani riyals that will improve the infrastructure and develop the services provided to citizens in the marine and mountainous areas. The regional director of Nama Electricity Distribution Company in Musandam Governorate said that the company completed the electricity supply project for the village of Ghasat al-Bahriya in Wilayat of Khasab at a total cost of 383,000 Omani riyals. This line extends from the village of Sham to the village of Ghasah with an 11 kilovolt overhead line and a length of 4.5 kilometers of rugged mountainous terrain. The total credit balance granted by the banking sector companies in the Sultanate of Oman increased by 5% to reach 32 billion Omani riyals by the end of last September. Credit granted to the private sector recorded a growth of 4.02% to reach 26 billion 700 million Omani riyals. Non-financial companies accounted to the largest share, amounting to 45.02%, followed by the individual sector at 45.02%, while the remaining share was distributed between the financial company sector at 6.03% and the other sectors at 3.05%. The number of passengers traveling through the airports of the Sultanate of Oman increased by 5.01% at the end of last September, recording more than 11 million passengers. Preliminary statistics issued by the National Center for Statistics and Information showed that the number of passengers traveling through Muscat International Airport by the end of last September amounted to about 9,764,530 passengers, an increase of 4.07% will travel on board 73,137 flights, an increase in the number of flights by 3.04%. The statistics indicated that the number of passengers traveling through Salalah Airport amounted to 1,230,326 passengers, an increase of 6.08%, will travel on board 8,374 flights. Sustainability Week was an initiative held at the University of Technology and Applied Sciences, Muscat, that brought students together to take meaningful steps towards a greener Oman. More details in the following reports.
Sustainability isn't just a buzzword, it's a cornerstone of Oman Vision 2040. In line with this vision, the Preparatory Studies Center at UTAS Muscat hosted a Sustainability Week to inspire and educate students about sustainable practices, thus making them advocates for environmental change.
It's very important to raise students' awareness on the importance of sustainability, whether in the environment or social sustainability or economical sustainability. Another reason is to raise students' critical thinking and also to guide them in their future career, especially at this stage of their study.
Two of the week's most impactful initiatives were the tree planting activity and the daily water conservation meter. Staff and students participated in planting trees around the campus, symbolizing a commitment to reforestation and environmental stewardship. Meanwhile, the water meter initiative encouraged students to monitor their water usage, fostering awareness of water conservation.
The aim of the planting or the gardening initiative was such a success because, you know what, we want students to understand that sustainability is not just a concept, but it's a collective responsibility. So we tried our best to involve many students and staff in this initiative. We planted around 65 seedlings throughout the day. So our aim was to foster a deep understanding of just to tell students that we are all responsible for a healthier planet.
The wasted water meters activity helps students see how much water they waste, making them more aware of their waters by showing them real numbers. Also, it's encourage students to make simple changes like taking shorter showers or turning off the tap when brushing their teeth. This activity also helps build good habits that can reduce water waste in their daily life.
A workshop on plastic misuse stood out as one of the key educational events of the week. Participants explored the hazards posed by single-use plastics and their long-lasting effects on the environment. Students engaged in discussions about reducing plastic dependency and explored innovative solutions to protect their communities. Sustainability Week has empowered students with practical skills and a strong commitment to environmental care, encouraging habits that will last well beyond campus life. From the University of Technology and Applied Sciences in Muscat, this is Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi.
This is the Sound of Oman Television, the Foreign Strikes Bulletin. Here are the main points once again. His Majesty the Sultan, the Supreme Commander, will preside after tomorrow Monday over the military parade on the occasion of the 54th Glorious International Day. The Oman Investment Authority announced the completion of 5 national projects distributed across 4 governorates with an investment value of 322.7 million Omani Riyals. And total investment volume in Sohar Port and Free Zone exceeds 11.5 billion Omani Riyals. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin from all of us here in the newsroom. And myself, Sohar Port. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good night.